The verdict is in an emotional-filled trial that lasted days. A jury now reaching a verdict in the case of a former Palm Beach County teacher. He was accused of having a relationship with his student and helping her assist her in her suicide attempt. Damian Conti was, however, found guilty of having sex with a minor, not guilty on another charge. This came in just about an hour ago. He was again found guilty for having sex with a minor, but the jury failed to convict him for allegedly helping the victim to try to kill herself. CBS 12's Al Peffley, he has been following this trial throughout the few days and joins us now at the courthouse with the breaking developments.
It took the jury a little less than 2 hours to reach a verdict. They found Damian Conti guilty of unlawful sexual activity with a minor by a school authority figure, and they found him not guilty of attempted assisted self-murder. Here's a look at what the attorneys had to say in their closing arguments earlier today. The jury heard two very different views of the case as the attorneys for each side gave their closing arguments. In the courtroom, they referred to the alleged victim by her initials, SLM.
It is illegal for a 36-year-old man to have vaginal sex, oral sex, digitally penetrate a 16-year-old girl. Mr. Conti did not act appropriately when it came to SLM. And although he had a romantic relationship with her, it never got physical.
The defense says the state has failed to prove the case, and there is too much reasonable doubt for the jury to find Conti guilty.
No unlawful sexual activity occurred in this case.
The defense says Conti and the female student did a lot of sexting, but their relationship never went beyond that. The prosecution, however, says Conti crossed the line with the girl many times, and they had sex nearly every day. The prosecution says Conti used his authority over the girl for his own sexual gratification.
Once he knew that she had trust in him, he manipulated her in every which way to make sure that he could get that sexual gratification whenever he wanted, as often as he wanted.
The prosecutors also showed the jury the rope the girl bought at Home Depot and used to attempt to kill herself once the word had spread at school that she was involved in a romantic relationship with her teacher. The defense says Conti did not assist the girl in her attempt to take her own life.
Mr. Conti never told her that he wanted to participate in a suicide, and his actions never showed that he wanted to participate in a suicide. What he was doing at Home Depot was shaking, running away, saying, no, 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 don't harm yourself.
Use your common sense, ladies and gentlemen. Do not overthink this. We trust that you will do the right thing. We are asking that you find him guilty as charged to every single count.
Conti did not testify in his own defense. His sentencing date is now August 15th. I'm told he's facing up to 120 years in prison. In West Palm Beach, Al Peffley, CBS 12 News.